to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rich Sclaren, Lewisboro Town Board member. Want to welcome you to the Opening Day, Lewisboro LBA Opening Day 2022, 50 years of baseball here in Lewisboro, and we're broadcasting over LCTV Channel 20. It's going to be a tremendous day here. We have tremendous improvements on the field, courtesy of the Voutte family, and you'll see the new dugouts, tremendous improvements throughout the entire field and the entire complex. It's going to be a great day for baseball, and we're glad to have you here on LCTV Channel 20. Jim Morio, president of the LBA, and we're here to celebrate LBA Opening Day 2022. Welcome, Jim.
Thanks, Rich. Yeah, it's the 50th anniversary of Lewisboro Baseball. It started, incorporated back in 1972. People have been playing baseball probably 100 years here, but this is special because it's the 50th anniversary. A lot of people came together to put this together. Parks and Rec, the board helped out, maintenance department. We got a donation from the Voutte family for these new dugouts and renovated batting cages. So we're going to recognize the Voutte family and their donation. It's a great community event. You get everybody coming out, all the young kids. They dress up, they parade in from center field, and it'll just be a great community event.
We have a lot of new people in town that have moved in the last couple of years. Tell the people out there about LBA, what it is for our community, how the organization is set up, if you could.
Yeah, sure. We have both in-town and travel programs. So for the younger kids and kids that are still developing, they come and they play an in-town program in the spring. We also have Sandlot in the summer and the fall. And then for the kids that want to play a little bit more competitively, they play on a travel team everywhere from 8U up to 16U. So we've got kids that are in high school playing on a Lewisboro baseball travel team. And then they move on to the high schools. Some of them play into college. There's even a boy who's playing in the minor leagues for Tampa Bay who used to be Lewisboro Baseball.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Tell us a little bit what baseball means to you. We all have our special memories and meaning as to what baseball is. Share a little bit about that for you.
Oh, you're going to get me choked up. It's just a great sport to help keep kids focused and humble. It's not a quick moving sport. You have to be patient. A lot of times you'll strike out, but you have to persevere. So it teaches humility and perseverance and patience and focus, and that's a big reason why I like baseball.
Great examples for life.
Yep, it is. And thanks for coming. Come on out, and there'll be many more years of Lewisboro baseball here in the town of Lewisboro.
My friend Bill Bongiorno, coach of the Orange Crush here on LBA Opening Day 2022. Welcome, Bill.
Thanks for having me, Rich.
Want to take the opportunity to discuss with you all you did for the Voutte family donation to facilitate that, and which resulted in tremendous improvements here at Lewisboro Town Park. Can you walk us through that process and how you were able to bring that about?
Sure. Well, my client, Vernon Hayden, that I've been working with for 25 years, his client, the Voutte family, who's lived in town for over 50 years, wanted to make a donation to the town. And so he made an introduction to me, and I sat down with the family, and we decided that in Arthur's memory, the place to put the money would be the ballpark at the LBA Town Park Field, because Mr. Voutte had a long history In baseball, he actually was a minor league pitcher, and he tried out for the Yankees, as well as his son was a catcher for the LBA when he was young here. So they've just been tremendous. We really appreciate the donation. It's really been a way to restore the Lewisboro Town Park, and I've been working personally here every day for a few weeks, just restoring everything surrounding the area to bring it up to speed of the new dugouts, as well as some LBA board members, coaches, volunteers came out to help us. So it's really been a community effort, and the whole town park ball field area just looks incredible.
So among the generational improvements, we have brand new dugouts, right?
Yes, brand new dugouts, the batting cages, and what's going to happen today is Arthur Votay's grandson, Hudson, is going to throw out the first pitch to his dad, Arthur's son, Chip. So you talk about generational, that's just a perfect example of what baseball means to fathers and sons, and it's America's pastime. So,
Well, tell us a little bit. That's a good segue. Tell us about how baseball is important to you over your lifetime, and now here you are coaching, a community coach. I know you're involved in the Scouts as well. Tell me what baseball means to you and what you want to bring to the next generation, so make sure that baseball remains America's pastime.
well, I mean, baseball's always been a part of my life. I would play every day when I was a kid, running bases, Little League. It's just, we're a great sports town. So obviously baseball is a big part of our town. And, what we've really done here with the Votay donation, and then everybody stepping up to do the rest of the work at the town park, we're really going to have an amazing ball field here that we can be proud of in Lewisboro for decades to come. And so there's going to be, I coach my son, he's going to be 12, and maybe one day he'll be here coaching his son in these dugouts. So we really look forward to the future. The future for the LBA is very bright. It's the 50th anniversary of the LBA, and what better way to celebrate the 50th anniversary than with new dugouts, new batting cages, fresh coat of paint everywhere, beautiful flowers, and just an incredible day out here. The weather's perfect. It's a sunny day, and I think we've built the field of dreams here in Lewisboro, and so if we build it, he will come. And I'm sure that Arthur J. Votay will be here in spirit. His family will be here as well to commemorate this occasion. We have a plaque on each dugout. The same company that made the plaques at Monument Park in Yankee Stadium also made these plaques, as well as we have the Arthur J. Votay dugout sign on our scoreboard. So the dugouts will last probably another 50 years, and so we're looking forward to really just a bright future for the LBA.
I know I speak for the entire community. I want to thank you, Bill, for your dedication to our community, your dedication to LBA, and your dedication to baseball, and our tremendous thanks to the Votay family for making this happen. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Rich. I appreciate it.
Here with some of our players and participants on LBA opening day. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Tell us your name and where you're from.
I'm Henrik Jai. I'm from Vista, near Pound Ridge, yeah.
So you're going to be playing here on opening day, part of the parade of teams?
Yeah.
What team are you guys on?
I think I'm on Orange.
Hello, guys. Want to say hello to everybody out in LCTV Channel 20 land?
Ty.
What's your name?
Mason.
Tell everybody, say hello to everybody. What's your name?
Sean.
Okay.
I'm Robert.
And?
I'm Andrew.
So you guys are all Lightning? Same team? Okay, who's your coach?
Coach Adam.
And tell me what positions you guys are going to be playing for the season. I see a catcher's mask.
I'm a catcher and shortstop. I'm a catcher.
I'm a third baseman and shortstop.
Yeah, I'm a third base and pitcher.
I'm a shortstop and pitcher.
With my fellow town council person, Andrew Rendo.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay, so we're here for LBA Opening Day 2022. And tell us a little bit about what baseball means to you here in the community.
I believe that after living through COVID in our community, that this is a really nice way to open up spring. The LBA did a great job renovating the field and getting it ready for today. And we had our donor to the Lewisboro Baseball Association, Mr. Arthur J. Voot. And he contributed a nice amount of money to allow today to be as special as it's going to be and allow the season to be as wonderful as it's going to be. And I'm really thankful that we have such beautiful weather to kick off spring with.
And one of the things we know is that one of our most amazing resource in Lewisboro is our community, our volunteers, and the people that make tremendous events like this happen.
Well, Rich, you and I have both said that that Lewisboro runs on the back of its volunteers. And without our volunteers, there's a lot of things around town that just wouldn't have the opportunity to be done. And we have so many people interested in so many different things around town. And this is just one example of what the hard work of our volunteers can do. So we are very thankful.
Let's play ball.
Yes, let's go.
Steve Mangione, Master of Ceremonies for 2022 LBA Opening Day. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. Beautiful day for baseball, beautiful day for Opening Day Ceremonies. Can't get any better than this.
Aside from you have your dapper suit, you're ready for the opening ceremonies. Tell us what we can anticipate today as far as the highlights of the ceremony.
Well, we have a great lineup. The LBA always does it the right way. There's going to be several people that are going to be acknowledged who've been involved with the LBA for many years, who are unfortunately leaving, but there's new blood coming up and taking over, and we're going to be recognizing the people that have done so much for the LBA. We have a lot of local people participating in this. For example, we have a student from John Jay High School who's going to be playing the national anthem on her electric guitar. She's a freshman. She's very renowned already in the community for her music. We have the first pitch being tossed by the family of Arthur Voute. The Voute family is going to be acknowledged today in a very big way. They donated $100,000 to the LBA, which is much needed for all of the renovations and upgrades that are constant. You know, when you're in a field and playing on various fields in the town, they need upkeep, they need maintenance, they need to be renovated and modernized. So this $100,000 donation from the Voute family has already, we see some of the effects of where that money has been spent. And so they're going to be involved. I believe that Arthur Voute's son is going to be going to be catching the first pitch from Arthur's grandson. So it's going to be a real family affair.
Melissa Falco, who is going to be handling our national anthem here today. How are you, Melissa?
I'm good. How are you?
I understand you're a John Jay student.
Ninth grade.
Okay. So tell me about your guitar here and your inspiration for playing the national anthem here today.
Well, I have a Epiphany Les Paul, and my inspiration for playing here is just being a part of the community, and it's something I've always wanted to do since I was a kid, because I always watched the national anthem being performed on TV.
Okay. You ever watch any video of Jimi Hendrix doing the national anthem?
Yes, a lot of people, when they found out I was doing this, they're like, oh, play it like Jimi Hendrix. I found it really funny, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that.
Looking forward to the opening ceremonies. Thanks for joining us here today.
Of course.
What brings you to opening day here for LBA baseball?
My twins, Jack and Henry, are playing in their first game today, and we're here for the parade and the barbecue, so it'll be a fun day.
A couple of fans here today. What's your name?
Vince Suma.
Joyce Suma.
And you got what brings you here to LBA opening day?
Our grandson, Noah, 10 years old.
Did you introduce your grandson to baseball?
His dad did. Okay. Yeah, and I guess his brother did too.
Here with Mary Shaw, another town council person. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you. Glad to be here. I'm looking forward to another season of baseball here in Lewisboro.
Well, this is one of the amazing community events that we have here in Lewisboro and helps to bring our community together.
Yes, it's great. It also brings back a lot of great memories of when my son played baseball as well. So even though he's not playing baseball now, we still enjoy the game, and it's a great way to bring the community together.
Here with my friend Ian Harris, chairman of the Parks and Recreation Advisory Council. Ian, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Tell us what brings you out here to LBA Opening Day 2022.
Well, it's such a special event in our town, and there's a lot of people that are here, and it's just a great opportunity to see how the field looks this year, and you see everyone being introduced, and it's I love being here. I enjoy it greatly.
And take a look at the improvements to the field from the Voute family. They made a tremendous donation. We have new dugouts and lots of other improvements which will take Lewisboro into the next generation of baseball.
Yeah, I walked. I couldn't help but walk on the field before when I got here, and the dugouts look great, and any donation is appreciated. One of that magnitude is certainly appreciated, and the field's terrific. Everyone should stop by, and so many improvements, and there's about as many cars here as I've ever seen. So you want to see our facilities being used, and today they are being used, so it's great.
Gigi, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
Okay, what brings you here to LBA Opening Day?
Watch my grandson, Zachary, Doring.
Are you looking forward to the game?
Yeah, first time here. First time signing my kid up for the game. Yeah, it should be a fun season.
Mark Salmon, the South Salem Presbyterian Church. Good afternoon, Mark.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great. So what brings you out here for LBA Opening Day 2022 celebration?
Several reasons. I'm a diehard baseball fan. I'm a diehard youth baseball fan. And I think what's happening here in Lewisboro with the way the community's responded, look at the field and everything, and the community, and a great donation has come. So I'm here to support that as well. Not just the players, but the families, the umpires, everybody. Baseball, for many of us, are just an important part of our lives, not just for the game itself, because what it teaches and sportsmanship and everything. So I'm here to support that for sure.
So you have a message of baseball a little bit in the benediction later on.
I will have that. And one thing we want to do, especially in this area, we want all these young people to develop, because the Yankees and the Mets are both going to need great players, 10, 15 years from now. So we want to watch them grow and develop here as well.
Thank you for joining us for the celebration here today.
Thanks for letting us be here. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Lewisboro Baseball's annual ceremony, Opening Day Ceremonies of 2022. We've been waiting 3 years for this, haven't we? So a couple of facts about the Lewisboro Baseball Association. Believe it or not, the Lewisboro Baseball Association is celebrating its 50th anniversary. Isn't it amazing? The LBA was incorporated in 1972, but I'm told that baseball has been played in Lewisboro for the past 100 years. So let's forget about the past and let's get into the present. Today, the LBA has 12 in-town teams and 6 travel teams. That's over 200 players in the league from grades 1 all the way to age 13. We're also very proud of our travel team, our 12U travel team that will be participating this year in the annual tournament in Cooperstown, New York. That's where stars are made. And if you think that that's not true, we have a former player from the LBA who is now in the minor league system. Well, he's actually a major leaguer, but he's playing in the minor leagues for the Tampa Bay Rays, Joe LaSorsa. So we have a lot of future stars standing behind that fence. As we all know, registration fees and sponsorships and volunteers help the LBA throughout the year in maintaining the baseball fields and maintaining the parks. And that goes with there's so many people involved with volunteering that make it all happen, and also the donations from the fees. But that doesn't always cover all the costs. Sometimes they have some major capital improvements that have to be done, and you need donations from other sources. And this year, the LBA was fortunate enough to receive a very significant donation from a family in Lewisboro who used to live in Lewisboro and now lives elsewhere, but they came back to visit us today. They donated in the name of the late Arthur Voute $100,000 to the LBA for some major capital improvements that have to be made on the fields. You see these dugouts, the concrete block dugouts, the sound system, field improvements. This is all a result of this $100,000 donation that was made in the name and in the honor of the late Arthur Boutte. We'll be hearing from the family and seeing some of the members of the family and meet them later in the program. So, a couple of other things about the LBA. You can watch your sons and daughters play baseball here at the town park via the field webcam that's behind home plate. All you need to do is go to the Lewisboro Baseball website and select Town Park Webcam. So if you don't feel like coming out to the game, you can actually watch it from the webcam. There's also some other improvements that are being made in the other fields where the teams play, which is at Fox Valley. The upper field is going to have a new backstop, and I'm told that there will be a new scoreboard and batting cages coming soon to the main field at Fox Valley. So I'd like to first recognize a few people before we introduce our teams. Again, I mentioned the Boutte family. Today with us is Arthur Boutte's wife, Roseanne, and their son, Chip, and their daughters, Kate and Amy, and grandson, Hudson, who have come here today, and again, we will meet them momentarily. Thank you for being here, Boutte family. So we're going to skip a couple of things here and get to it later, so we're going to start the parade because we know the kids are anxious to get onto this field. So without further ado, 3 years in the making, our parade of stars of the LBA. First we will introduce the A-League teams. The Cub Scouts, the Boy Scouts. This is what happens when you get this 2 hours before. Sorry for that. Before we have our teams come out, we are going to introduce the color guard from Boy Scout Troop 101 of Vista. Ty Graybar, Jackson Riles, Max Rosserman, and Spencer Hadlock. They will be presenting the colors at today's ceremony.
Hey Pete, tell the guitar player to face the camera when she plays.
And now our parade of teams. We're starting with the A-League. The first team is Green Thunder. And the coaches are Gary Santoro and Vinny Lopipero. The Green Thunder.
Thank you.
Our next team are the Blue Hawks. The coaches are Ryan Sanford and George Lamaris. The Blue Hawks. And rounding out our A-League team is the Orange Flames. Coached by Joseph Maharaj and Matt King. Orange Flames. And our 8-round travel team is the Lightning, coached by Andrew Regis, Ryan Sanford, James Sisko, Vinny Laguno, Gary Santoro. The Lightning, Nathan Travel. Okay, folks, now we have our 9 under travel team. The Lightning, coached by Jeremy Tubbs. 9 new travel Lightning. Let's have a big hand, folks, for the ALU, now 8 new and 9 new travel teams. Come on, you can do a better welcome than that. Okay, we're now going to move into our AA league, the Orange team, coached by Jeff Watt and Steven Briskovic. The Orange team, AA. Next up, our AA Red team, coached by Aaron Redberg. AA Red. We move on to our next team, the Blue team, coached by Andrew Regis and Jeremy Tubbs. Our last AA team, the Green team, coached by Chris Hayes and Ned Wynn. The Green team. And now our 10 under travel team, the Lightning, coached by Danny Corella. 10 new Lightning. Okay, folks, how about a big hand for our AA teams and our 10 new travel. That's it. So I'm told that we skipped a single team. It wasn't my fault because it wasn't on the list. Skipped a single team, so we're on a red team coach system. Where's that red team single? They had a special entrance. Come on in, guys.
Steve. You'll hold a little further away from you. Good.
Let's hear it again for that single A red team. Now we move to our majors division. Starting with the Green team, coached by Ned Quinn and Jeremy Tubbs. Green team from the majors. Next up is the Blue team from the majors, coached by Adam Kern and Jeremy Nevins. The Blue team. Next up, for the majors, is the Orange Crush, coached by Bill Bongiorno and Pete Massa. The Orange Crush. The last of the majors division, the Red team, coached by Anthony Bashara and Craig Rellis. The Red team from the majors. And following them is our 12U travel team, the Purple team, coached by Danny Corella. Purple team, 12U travel. Got a lot of fans up there. Our next 12U travel is the gray team, coached by Adam Contadoro and Iman Jumala. The gray team, strong on their travel. And last but not least, the 13U travel team, the Lightning, coached by Adam Contadoro and Iman Jumala. Well, 13 on the travel team, Lightning. Folks, how about it? A huge round of applause and a lot of hollering and screaming for our 2022 Future Stars of the LBA. At this time, I would like to introduce you to Mark of the South Salem Presbyterian Church. I'm not sure that everyone's going to like this next fact about Mark, but Mark is the team chaplain for the Houston Astros. Very nice to be polite. But I'll also tell you that Mark is a die-hard Yankees fan. Yeah, there you go. They were being polite, but now they mean it. Mark has tickets to the Yankees games. He goes to about 35, 40 games a year. And if you notice the car that was parked out here, he has the Yankee logo and some other markings on it. So he truly is a Yankee diehard fan. And he's played with Bernie Williams. And if you're as old as me, you'll remember a couple of these players. Bucky Dent and Mick the Quick Rivers. Of course, he played with them in the Yankee Fantasy League. But I hear that Mark has a pretty mean slider. So Mark is going to now lead us in the invocation.
By the way, even when I had chapel with the Astros in the organization, I never had a chapel with their team and all the other teams without wearing Yankee clothing. And I would tell them that's what they really want to be. Baseball chapel, people may not realize every professional baseball team has chaplains. Every baseball team. Some might remember Bobby Richardson, who's a friend of mine. He's now in Sumter, South Carolina. He basically started it. And that led for him doing Mickey Mantle's funeral years ago in Texas. And for those of us who live in this area now, when Whitey Ford died about a year ago, Bobby Richardson came up and did that as well. So baseball chapel is very important. We were talking about Babe Ruth with the Volpe family just a moment ago. If you travel on the train going into New York, like I do often, and you look on the right, there are the graves of Babe Ruth, Billy Martin, and Lou Gehrig. And so I've taken many pictures and sent them to baseball friends or my baseball friends around the country. One of the saddest moments, in one sense, in a sports way, was when COVID first started. And I would often go to the graves. I've only lived in this area for a little over 2 years. So I've taken a lot of pictures and go to the grave, and Yogi's grave in New Jersey. There was a young person, your age, he's about 10 or 11, and he wrote the nicest letter and put it on the graves. I can't remember if it's Lou Gehrig's or Billy Martin or Babe Ruth now, I can't remember, about what baseball means to him and how much he was missing out on this 1 year because of COVID. So baseball is so very important. I know I remember over 50 years ago when I was sitting just like this in a field for our opening day of Little League Baseball in Bernardsville, New Jersey. And we went on and I couldn't get to play very well. I played golf in college, got to play some little baseball later on. But because of my passion for baseball and my career in ministry, I've been able to combine the two. And I'll be back with those old guys, including Mickey Rivers, in November and playing with them again. Now it's time to play ball. Let us pray. Our Creator, we ask your blessing on the games that will be played on these fields. Give each one the courage to play these games in a manner which by words and actions will be pleasing to you and each of us. Let us enter into a competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with a respect for the members of the opposing teams. We ask your blessing and protection on the players, the coaches, the umpires, parents, and the Lewisboro community for their support. Amen.
Thank you very much, Mark. Now I'd like to introduce you to someone who is going to play the national anthem on her electric guitar, Melissa Falco. She's in her first year at John Jay High School. She's majoring in music, and she's performed for the past couple of years in theater with live bands throughout Westchester County and rocked the halls. Folks, Melissa Falco. Beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Before I turn the microphone over to the LBA president, Jim Mario, I just want to recognize a few people. We want to acknowledge our outgoing Parks and Rec Department chairperson, Dana Maitland. I don't know if she's here. She was supposed to be. Come on out, Dana. We're gonna see Dave. Not yet. No, you're not coming on field yet. I know you're anxious. Just want to acknowledge that you're here. And we also would like to, is our new supervisor, Nicole Caviola. We'd like to acknowledge Nicole Caviola, who is now in the Parks and Rec Department. Nicole, everybody, Nicole. Nicole doesn't know what she got into. She just started, I think, a few weeks ago, and it's pretty intense. Summer programs starting, spring, summer programs, so she's been thrown right into the fire. The town board members who are here, well, I'm going to announce all of them. We know some are here. So we have our town supervisor, Tony Gonzalez, and board member Andrea Rendo. You can come out and wave, I don't see you. Tony, come out. Mary Shaw, there's Mary. Rich Sclarin, who was doing some interviews earlier. And Daniel X. Welch. Where's Dan Welch? Okay, Dan could not make it. He's here in spirit. We'd also like to acknowledge the man behind the camera, Henry Wolf. Henry has been with Lewisboro TV for the last 17 years. I believe he's been filming this opening day ceremony for about 15 years. And you can see some of the past ceremonies if you go to the website of the town of Lewisboro, and you can see some of those past ceremonies. We'd also like to acknowledge the Lions Club who is here today. There are several members. They're cooking up the barbecue for us after the ceremonies are over. And our former president of the Lions Club, our supervisor, Tony Gonzalez, and the current president, Dave Phillips, with their crew of Lion members busy at work. You can see them across the parking lot. We'd also like to Give special acknowledgement to the Horse and Hound. Also a member of the Lion Club, and the Horse and Hound does so much for this community. Sue Bales is always involved. Whenever there's a need in the community, she's always there. She provides to the senior groups. In fact, Sue Bales and her crew from the Horse and Hound were outside the Northern Westchester Hospital several nights during in the height of the pandemic, giving out meals to the healthcare workers and everybody as they were going into the hospital and coming out to the hospital after working 12 and 16-hour shifts. So a big hand for the Horse and Hound, doing so much for our community. And again, last but not least on this list is Copia Home and Garden, which is in Vista. Peter and Jen Cipriano, who own Copia Home and Garden, have donated plants, all the grass seed and the hay and other gardening materials, and also their knowledge. They're both graduates of the Cornell Horticulture Program. So if you're trying to grow that wild garden or those award-winning tomatoes, go to Copia Home and Garden in Vista. So now, where's our president, Jim Morio? Here he comes. Jim Morio is going to take it over from here for a little while. Jim has been with the Lewisboro Baseball Association for many years. His kids have been long out of it. He served as the president for the last year, and he has done so much for this Lewisboro baseball community. So really a big round of applause. Scream and shout again.
He's been doing this since before we were all born, so here's Steve Dutcher.
Thanks. One group that we did not thank is you, the parents. You guys probably are the heart and soul of Lewisboro baseball, because you get your kids ready, you get their uniforms on, you bring them to practice, you bring them to the games, you encourage them. Sometimes they're not going to want to go. You get them out to play. Sometimes they'll come home after a tough game, discouraged. You guys encourage them. Really, a huge thanks to the parents, because Lewisboro baseball wouldn't be here for 50 years if they weren't here. I've got two plaques to give out to some former Lewisboro baseball presidents. The first one is not here because his son's playing in the JV team, but he was my predecessor. He gave his heart and soul to Lewisboro baseball. He would always say, it's for the kids, it's for the kids. So whenever we had important decisions to make or challenges to overcome, he would always ground us and say, hey, it's for the kids. So we have an all-star plaque for my predecessor, LBA President Carmen Saccone. Prior to Carmen was another gentleman who I'm glad to know for many years. He was the president for a number of years. He was on the board for 10 plus years. He did probably every job from field maintenance to you name it. His list of contacts is numerous. Whenever we need to get something done, he knew who to talk to. He redid the stands here, replaced the asphalt and railroad ties. The stands that you're sitting in, he managed the replacement of that a number of years ago. Redid the press box, put drainage in the Vista and Fox Valley fields. He ran a fundraiser that probably is the biggest grossing fundraiser that Lewisboro Baseball ever did at the Ridgefield Playhouse at Comedy Night a couple of years ago. He is a true gentleman, and it's a great honor to give this plaque to Adam Jardine. He says, no, I'm not saying nothing. I want to give Tony Gonzalez a quick, no, there was one person I forgot to mention, among the parents. One parent I got to call out in particular because he painted all the railings that you guys are sitting around. He put the grass seed down. He put the plantings around the press box. He was here for days and weeks in preparation for this. He's our liaison to the Vote family, and a gentleman and a scholar is Bill Borchard. Where's Bill? Yeah, Bill.
Hi everybody. What an amazing day. This weather is just fantastic. I'm just so grateful to the Vote family for their donation. It really jump-started getting this whole place back to where it really was once and where it is again. And we're looking forward to the future and an amazing LBA 2022 season. So thank you, everybody.
There you go, Bill.
We're going to get one more award. I'm going to ask Mr. Chief Lucian to come out and give out a very special award.
Thank you, Jim. Wow, I gotta tell you, all the years coming out here to the Lewisboro Baseball Association for opening day, it's amazing how the clouds seem to separate and we wind up having a beautiful day for all these young boys out here. And I know for all you guys, it's a long day to be out here, a lot of speeches and things like this, so I think another big round of applause for all the boys out here that are listening to all of us today. So I gotta tell you, when I got the email and I was asked to come today to present this award, it's really an honor and a privilege to be here as a representative of the LBA to present an award to someone who I could really speak for about an hour about, I was saying earlier, and then you guys would really be going crazy. This is the first time this award has been given, at least what Jim told me. It's the Lifetime Achievement Award for working with the LBA and being a friend to the LBA and being a tireless supporter to the LBA. And I tell you, that's what this person really embodies. And quite frankly, this wonderful woman, Dana Maitland, who I had the pleasure to work with probably for my entire career at Lewisboro and beyond that for 23 plus years, I know her very well. And for those of you that don't know her, you know, they always say diamonds are a girl's best friend. Well, thankfully for her husband, he realizes this, the diamond that is her best friend is what we're standing on here today. She is a aficionado supporter of the New York Yankees and anything baseball and softball. She actually has been she's not only gone to multiple Yankee camps down in Fort Lauderdale, she's actually got to know the team, and quite frankly, I got a phone call one day when I was at a hockey game from David Wells. Who gets a phone call from Boomer to tell you that, oh, I'm calling on behalf of Dana Maitland. I heard you're the deputy supervisor, you need to give her a raise. So that's the kind of person we're dealing with here today. And I know from the LBA, for the years that she's been here, 23 years as a Lewisboro rec superintendent, anything that we needed at any time, whether it be getting the maintenance staff out here to get some weeds out, to clear some stuff, to make sure that we have time to get the parking lot ready for opening day. Back in the day, the parking lot was dirt. We used to have to get it graded and all different things over the years. She was here as a tireless supporter for the LBA. Anything we needed. Dana, why don't you come out here? This award for the inaugural Lifetime Achievement Award for Dana. This is the ultimate here for me to have the opportunity to do this, and I'm going to read it to you. It's presented to Dana Maitland-Durso in recognition and deep appreciation of your tireless work and dedication to the players, parents, and members of the Lewisboro Baseball Association. And that's what she embodies. Dana, congratulations.
Thank you very, very, very much, Lewisboro Baseball Association, all you parents, the players. I actually wish I had my uniform on right now and was going to play today. Fortunately, I got to wait for May 9th. But it's been truly a blessing for me to serve this community. I thank you all for your support, letting me be a part of your lives, letting me be a part of your children's upbringings and memories. And I already miss you all. I have started at Briarcliff, but it's just not the same. Lewisboro is a special place, and it's always going to hold a special place in my heart. So I thank you all very, very much. I thank the LBA and all of their board members. You've truly made it very easy to work with you all. Have a great day. Good luck to you, gentlemen and ladies. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter, and thank you, Dana. One more round of applause, folks. At this time, we'd like to ask our town supervisor, Tony Gonzalez, to say a few words. I mean a few.
A few. I'll keep it. Thank you very much, Steve. It's a pleasure to be out here. I've been here many years prior, but usually flipping burgers and back there. This is my first time out here as your town supervisor. We've done some tremendous work here together with the LBA, and thanks again to the Vote family for their donation. I'm looking forward to continuing to support LBA as much as possible, and looking forward to future improvements in the parks. But most importantly today, it's about the kids having fun. So go play some ball, boys, and when you're ready, come over for a burger and say hello. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Town Supervisor Tony Gonzalez. Now I'd like to ask Mr. Vern Hayden, who is a very close friend of the Boutte family. He's going to speak about his good friend, the late Arthur Boutte, and the Boutte family, and let us know some of their background, what they've done for the community, their charitable work, and some other information about this wonderful family who has made this donation to the Lewisboro Baseball Association.
Thank you so much, Steve. We're really pleased to have the entire Boutte family on the field with us. They're right over here, and it's their wonderful donation and the loving memory of Arthur J. Boutte that made all of these, the dugouts, the batting cages, the field work, and the whole sound system that we're using, okay? Each dugout has a bronze plaque on it, and they're very colorful, has some nice signage on it, which I'll read you in a minute, and a picture of Art Boutte, as well as signage, as you can see under the scoreboard out there, Arthur J. Boutte dugout, it says. The beautiful plaques were made by the same company that do the plaques for Monument Park in Yankee Stadium. Okay, in Yankee Stadium. And here's what they say, or here's what this one says with respect to Art. It says, Arthur's generous spirit is commemorated in these dugouts by his family to share the joy and legacy of his life with the children and families of the town of Lewisboro. We're so happy that the Boutte family is here. Arthur's wife,
Come out. We'd like to come out.
Roseanne.
Yes. We'd like the family to please come out.
Roseanne and then son Chip, and the two daughters, Amy and Kate. Here they all are. And then their grandson Hudson here. We don't want to forget him. The family decided this was a perfect way to honor Arthur, to say thank you to the town that he really loved so much. And he also loved baseball, and he loved the kids, and encouraged them to play baseball, and he was so wonderful in that respect. Now, here to throw out the first pitch is his grandson, Hudson, to his son, Chip. And Chip was a catcher for many years on this ballpark, playing Lewisboro baseball. So it's a pleasure to watch them perform at this point. Thank you.
Thank you, Boutte family. Another round of applause, please, for this family. So we just will have one, we're going to actually ask Mark to come back to give us a closing benediction. Mark, please.
Oh God, We pray again for all those who made this day possible, especially the youth who will play here, enable them to soar like eagles throughout their lives. Bless these dugouts, fields, and those who will be cheering from the stands. Amen. Time to play ball.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, so we want to welcome all the players one more time, the coaches and parents. Also give yourself a hand, as Jim pointed out. You make all this possible, bringing your children to the practices and the games, supporting the LBA. So parents, coaches, players, a big round of applause for the 2022 season. And now the ball platoon at the Lions Club is open, and there'll be a ball game here at 1 o'clock. So play ball, Lewisboro!
I'm here with the Lions grilling burgers and hot dogs. Great day, great event. It's all about the kids playing baseball today. My first year doing this as town supervisor. Glad to be here. Glad to support LBA. Thank you all.
Have a wonderful season, LBA. So many happy memories of my son playing baseball here for so many years. I wish them all the luck in the world. Great day for Lewisboro.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
You're watching Lewisboro Community Television, Channel 20.